Your attention, please.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go!
How do you do? Mighty pleasant greeting.
When hinges creak in doorless chambers.
Space Mountain!
This here's the wildest ride in the wilderness!
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
What up? Come on, people, say hi.
Oh, hello.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to episode number 28 of Mousetopia podcast.
So it's been a while since we recorded.
Yes.
And I'll say this right now. I'm just going to put you on blast. We have an episode in the can that he hasn't
27
released yet.
So when you guys hear this, 27 should be out already, but it took a little bit longer than usual. But I'll explain why in a little bit. We gotta go through introductions
I'm
first.
just joking.
We're gonna go through introductions first, though. Of course, to my left, automatically, we have the man, the myth, the legend. We have Jonas.
Hello. And we have my fearless leader.
We run this together. I can't be the leader here. We run this together.
Teardrop Tony.
Hello,
sir. And
we have two. Well, we have somebody new and somebody that we all know, and Jonas talks about.
Yes.
He kind of puts her on blast. Stuffy is back, everybody. Yeah. Stuffy is back.
And she wants to apologize if her voice was too loud in your AirPods.
No, it's probably going to be perfect.
No. See, you see how she's trying to talk quiet now?
Yeah, I know, right?
We already made sure that your levels are fine.
Yeah, your levels are completely fine.
Our fourth guest.
We're pulling somebody from the back, guys.
Yeah.
Behind the camera. She's in front of the camera. Now we have Director Isabel.
Finally, welcome. Put the applause sound effect here.
We got 4 people finally. This is great. I like when we have 4 of us. Yeah. There's a lot more to talk about and a lot more things.
Let's first off, quick shout out to Variant E, who is not here.
Variant E is doing a lot of family work right now.
Fuck you for loving your family.
He has families from in Indianapolis or something coming to visit from LA.
It's not his family. He's recording a pod with El Guapo right now. It's the
I heard about that.
Spider-Man hour.
The Spider-Man hour. Just the bestest friends. And they're hitting like rings together, like yay, we're friends.
They're just
assholes.
They're gonna put on. They're gonna cosplay together in a room. Jump on the bed like the Lord of the Rings.
Are you ready for next year's San Diego Comic-Con? Let's do this. We're ready.
Can I hold your billy clubs?
That sounds a little erotic, to be honest with you.
I'm sorry, guys.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back to episode 28, guys. Before we get started, I had some things that I wanted to give Jonas for the longest time. We always have that first segment is their gift segment.
Gifts.
Now, Jonas does have a gift, but we're going to save it until, you have one until Variant E is here.
I've teased it for the past couple episodes, but it's a big one. It finally is done, and I've been sitting on it for almost a month, and I'm dying to... I showed so many people.
Right.
She knows about it.
Good.
It's really good.
It's a good one. All right, cool.
Oh, before we get into gifts, a couple shout outs.
Okay, shout out. Go ahead.
All right, so first off, I want to shout out to one of our new employees. He's a trainee new nurse.
Oh, right on.
His name's Ulysses.
Yeah,
and we told him he started listening. He met Variant E. So, hey, you're doing great.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. I hope when you hear this, you're still at our hospital. You haven't been scared off yet.
Here comes Mousetopia, ENT. Yikes.
Who posted? Somebody posted a meme about working at psych, and the next thing you know, someone just is a crying face, oh my god, I didn't think this it's gonna be like this. I forgot. I don't know. I think Variant might have done that.
It might be my wife.
It's a damn psych, man.
I don't care. I love it. Never going.
I'll give a shout out to everybody at the place that I still work there every other weekend, but shout out to everybody there. I know the people that listen that are from there. I miss all of you guys. I know that I was supposed to be there this weekend, but I was at the weekend concert in Vegas.
Oh, dad joke. What were you doing this weekend?
I'm at the weekend. Yeah, no, I'll be honest with you. The weekend concert was amazing, guys. If you have a chance to, hopefully I can get this podcast out before his next show. Is it this weekend though, huh? The weekend show is this weekend, I think?
Yes.
In Vegas? No, Las Vegas. Not Vegas. Los Angeles.
SoFi Stadium. Shout out to Abel.
Shout out to Abel.
I have such mixed feelings about The Weeknd. Because
Right.
I love The Weeknd, but then whenever I listen to his music, it puts me in this headspace where I always say, this is what I imagine my life should have been.
Right.
Like, not in a good way. I was like, oh, I want to be with women, drugs, alcohol,
Right.
mistakes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then I'm listening to him just like driving, like, yeah, this should have been.
Fuck
my
them.
life.
It's usually like fuck them bitches.
Yeah.
Get that cocaine.
I mean,
yeah.
hey, man, you know, this is what you signed up for.
We're just making fun of that line this way, like the line today. Remember,
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't need a biatch. I'm what a needs. Like that, I was like, oh, it's like damn.
Censoring yourself.
But then he said, "No, censoring myself. You know what? Fuck it, I'll do it. Never need a bitch. I'm what a bitch needs. Trying to find the one that can fix me." So go back and forth on that one.
He's producing a new show on
HBO.
HBO. Yeah,
we
with Lily
kind of
Rose
threw it
Depp.
up there on the screen.
Yeah,
I think it's
with
called The Idol.
The Idol, yeah,
Idol.
And just watching that makes me feel all dirty and uncomfortable.
I
But
feel
I'm
like it's
I can't
like
wait
a
till that fucking show
self-documentary
starts.
of that. You know what I mean? Like him,
Well,
like
he's
what
supposed
he's
to be
doing.
like a self-help guru or something like that
Right.
takes advantage of a pop star. That's what I'm reading into it.
I didn't know that. I just saw him like I thought he was the idol, and he was like
no, it's Lily Rose Depp.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think I understand the dirty part of it because I'm like, oh, Lily Rose Depp. I mean, we see her as a young person, child, and now she's an adult.
Now she's a woman.
I'm like, oh my god, you're over 18.
Oh my God.
It's uncomfortable still.
How gross!
Yeah.
How gross to think about that. Especially all those pervs that think of Millie Bobby Brown or whatever her name is. Like now
Billie
she's actually
Eilish.
18.
I mean, there are guys
I know,
who are just
right?
looking at their calendars like, yes.
She turns 18
Now it's okay.
today.
Ugh,
But anyways, she's 18, so it's okay. She's hot. Sorry, guys. I'm one of those perverts.
Wait, she's turning 18. Yeah, but shout out to you guys. I miss you guys as well. Hope to see you guys soon. Shout out to we have a couple of people hopefully coming up. We'll talk about that later because we have some surprises for later. We're kind of excited about that one.
Yeah.
So any more shout outs?
Well, I'll just jump onto what I think you're
Yeah.
referring to. So shout out to Rebecca and Jace, longtime listeners.
First-time callers.
Now, Rebecca always engages me with the pod. Every
Right.
new one, she'll come and talk to me about her thoughts and her comments. I listen to pod, blah, thanks for the shout out and so forth. But she came up to me recently and she said, hey, I got a good idea for your next pod.
Right.
And I was like, okay, what is it? And then she's like, well, why don't you talk about Disney Halloween? And then she's talking
That's a good
about like and
topic.
the movies, like Hocus Pocus, Nightmare
Yes.
Before Christmas, and stuff like that.
Halloween
Mickey's
Town.
yeah, whatever. But then I told her like, well, I'll bring it up with the guys, but if they like it, then you have to be on the show. And she's me like, oh no, oh no, I don't. I gotta think about it. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh come on, because like anyone who comes with a good idea, they have to be a part of it.
Of course.
So the next day she said that, okay, I'll do it. So I
Right.
brought the guys, they said, cool.
Yeah.
And then the wheels started turning in my head where I'm like, a lot of my favorite podcasts have Halloween episodes where they're huge productions.
Yeah.
Like there's games, there's quizzes, there's costumes, and we're already a video pod. So
Right.
for what I hope is our 30th episode,
Right.
it'll be a all-out Halloween.
Which I'm
of
excited
course,
about.
it'll be Disneyland, and it'll of course be Disney movies and all
Yeah,
that.
of course.
But
The
I want us
budget
to be
just
a
got
round
bigger.
robin. I want to talk about our favorite Halloween memories,
Right, of course.
Our plans. Of course, we're gonna have costumes, and then I'm gonna have a bunch of games that I'm already know a couple of them.
Yeah.
and they're variations of games I use for my son's
And do
birthday
you think
party.
we should dress up?
Oh, fucking
Oh,
yeah!
I'm excited. I want to dress up. I want to dress up.
I
No
already-
spoilers either. We're not going to tell them either on
Yeah.
this episode. The next one, we're going to leave it to you guys to watch so you guys can know what we're going to wear for that day.
I
know
call
you're
the
pretty
blanket ghost, the sheet
Go
ghost.
for it. Hey, or
She's behind the camera like, I'm doing my ghost. I got Snoop.
I got a rock.
I got a rock.
Yeah, but then even then,
You got a rock.
I got a rock.
yeah, and then like I know Jace, he'll be there too, or I invited Jace to come
Right.
too. And then I was thinking, fuck it, we should just, I might just make it a party and
Yeah.
then have like kind of a round robin. People jump in, people switch out microphones, and then I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm thinking a little bit too big for my britches.
We
but,
can try. I mean, we'll
yeah.
see. That might make a cool idea.
We used to have Halloween parties every year,
Right.
And then COVID fucking killed it, and then. Things are normalizing now, so I'm thinking maybe this will be the return of our Halloween parties.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, but it won't be on Halloween. It'll probably be sometime at the beginning of October.
Yeah.
We'll just pretend.
Which you're already selling stuff on Spirit, so I mean, honestly,
Hey,
we'll
shit,
be fine to find
I
anything.
go there daily for the past week.
Well, it's actually there's one by your house, I think, right?
That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one that's been open.
Last year's costume, so I mean, honestly, or the things that I wore from my last year's costume, so that's where I went. Oh, okay, so I'm excited. I'm here to give. I know that last episode, which you guys are hopefully hearing, and you probably already heard, hopefully because it's already out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Thor came out.
We talked about
4
Thor.
months ago,
So I went to go meet this guy at Disneyland, and he was having a great time with his family. And I know that we were trying to catch up to each other, and we couldn't. But I made a promise to Variant E and to Jonas about bringing something to them, right? So can you hand me the bag, the plastic bag?
This one.
So I figured Jonas is definitely worthy.
damn it!
So Jonas, you have your own Mjolnir.
Oh my god. Oh, all right. I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Yeah. So wait.
Go
So
ahead.
if you can't,
Turn
there's a little
around.
plastic piece that you have to pull.
There it is. Yeah. And how do you activate it?
And then there's a button right here. That's 2 settings. So click it once. Click it once. So you have the flashy,
Yeah.
and then the other one's like a little. Say like.
Hold on. We could use this and then add that filter.
Yeah.
So-
if we could use that filter, that'd be awesome.
When I saw this starting to come in the parks,
Yeah.
I remember I went to the parks and I was like, okay, I see these people with these hammers, but I just bought that fucking nerdy turtle sipper.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I won't buy this.
Yeah.
Then I went again, and then I bought like what was something from Galaxy's Edge, and I was like, no, I can't buy the hammer too.
Right.
So then I've been fighting buying this for the past month because I've been too guilty.
Right. Of course, because you're already buying other stuff.
Oh man, thanks, man.
Yeah, they're worthy, my friend.
Yeah.
You're worthy. So that's and then we got one more thing. So Director Isabel and I were walking through downtown Disney, and we went to, what was it called? The place, the shop?
Oh, something pop-up card
Something
or
pop.
yeah, pop.
Yeah, I
something
think so, like
yeah.
that. So I thought about you and Variant E.
All right.
So hand me Variant E's first, because I'm gonna make him jealous of the reason why he's not here.
He's a student.
So here Variant E's. Variant E's is right here. All right, so we're walking around. They have these little pop-up things.
Love pop.
Love pop.
Oh!
So I got him this. Oh, that's your okay. So I got the Spider-Man. You're amazing. So it's actually like a city, and you
And it
see
just
like,
folds
and it
up?
folds up, and it's Spider-Man on top of it.
That's cool.
So I was thinking,
Yeah.
like, and then in the back of it says "You're amazing." So it's kind of pretty cool,
But since you're not here, we're gonna set it on fire right now. Here we go.
I'm gonna set it in as a bird's perch.
Fucking Indianapolis bullshit.
We know Jonas and his love for something. Can you hand me?
I think I know what this is.
Today.
Not today, buddy.
You're just enabling me. Oh, thanks.
You got it, brother. Yeah, so we thought about you. So we're like, oh, let's get it for Jonas. So it actually pops up,
This is
and he
so
just stands
fucking
up.
cute.
So, and it's just paper, but it's
Oh,
cool
man.
though.
All right.
So it's supposed to be like a nice. I'm sorry, it's a little bit bent because I put the
it's
hammer
fine.
in there.
I'll,
But
that one?
fucking 900. I don't know. I have a lot. I like the last time I went, I bought a Grogu thing, and then I've been slowing it down. I've been
Right.
slowing it down because I was like, well, I have children to feed, right? But
peanut, salt, and pepper. That's pretty much it right there.
so Steph has something too.
I'm like, is it like
But-
Jonas's birthday?
No, the thing is, like,
Apparently.
technically, it's not a gift.
Yeah.
Because I told her to buy this for me. She was actually
Okay.
at Walt Disney World.
Which we'll get to.
We'll get to in her segment. But then I told her specifically to pick this up for me. And
Right.
then she had to have it shipped specially because she didn't want to fuck it up.
Oh, okay.
So I've been-
She had room in her luggage, and I didn't want to fuck it up. So
Give me.
I haven't seen it. I literally.
Oh, I love the bag. I already love the bag.
No, so funny. The lady was like putting them up, and I was like trying
Right.
to grab it from her. She's like, "Oh, I just was putting these out."
No.
And I was like,
Oh
No,
yes.
I saw those.
so that one's like literally out of the bag. She was just putting them out.
That
right.
is sick.
Sneak
Wait, hold
and
on.
get it.
Like,
I don't know how it works.
All right, let's figure this out.
Okay.
So, there we go.
Oh
man,
my
okay.
god.
It's on.
Okay.
Shoot, I don't know.
It's got to be a. Oh, wait.
I think there's
Is
a
there a
button
button?
right there. Yeah.
Is that a cheese button?
Oh,
that is so cool.
pulling the hair.
I haven't seen it.
Hold on. How do you get to the second stage of
I think you have to probably click it
Maybe
again.
click it again.
No.
No.
Oh,
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
technical
it's doing
difficulties.
something.
Oh. Use
Oh.
it. Right. Oh, he's on this side now.
Oh, it's on this side now. And now he's holding the spoon.
Right. There it is. Get to it.
Hello, Remy.
That is so
Take that back from you.
Oh, you got to take that to Disneyland. People would be so jealous about that.
Oh my goodness, I love
Well, the thing
it.
is that like the Ratatouille ride is in Walt Disney World.
Right.
Yes.
It originally was in
Epcot,
Paris,
right? I
of
think it's
course.
Epcot.
It's Epcot.
Yeah, Epcot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't know if we're ever getting it, but it's an amazing fucking
Oh
ride.
my god.
Oh man, this is great.
All right,
That's so
we're going to
cool.
Walt Disney World next
Yeah, we
week,
gotta
guys.
everybody, let's go.
Man.
How much time do we got, Director Isabel?
Let's see.
We have a few minutes.
Okay, well,
14 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
awesome. We don't want to double check it. We want to make sure we didn't go over on our time of our gift giving.
you,
Stuffy, that's
Stuffy.
an awesome gift. But I mean,
That's
he did
awesome.
tell you about it
Yeah.
to get it.
Well, no, it's the work though. You know,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I've talked about on this pod before how like I'd find out she's at the park and I'd be like, oh, go get me this, go get me this, go get me this.
That's so awesome.
But this one
man.
took a little bit more work because she had to go fly across the country.
Right.
Yeah. So since we last recorded, I went to France,
Right.
and then again,
Which we did before you even go on. Like we thought about it. We're like, how come you didn't go to Disneyland Paris?
and that's the thing. Like I've spoken about this before. How every time I went to Paris, I actively said we're not going to go,
Right.
Because we have Disneyland at home. We have to go. We have to see Paris. This time, I was like, I mean, we've seen most of Paris.
Yeah.
Can we just go to Disneyland? But I actually did like research the prices, and then I was like, it's not cost effective. Like, there's
Really?
the only thing there that I would actually really was interested in seeing was that Ratatouille ride.
Right.
Yeah, everything else is just another version of what we have, except smaller.
They
The
have the maze there though.
that like
That's true.
bush.
Yeah,
bush
yeah,
maze.
yeah.
Oh, and then the Haunted Mansion's really fucked up. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
really scary
Yeah,
and
like
twisted
the
and stuff like
Phantom
that.
Oh, like,
Manor.
it's
I
actually
believe.
scary.
Yeah, Phantom
Okay.
Manor.
But then other than that, like I was like, I'm not gonna pay that amount. So I didn't go.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it would still take a lot for me to go. I'd have to spend more than 4 days.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah,
again,
of
like
course.
I've never been to Paris like a week long stay, 10-day.
And now that it's two parks, I mean, it is two parks. It's been two parks, but even the other park's getting bigger now with
The
their
movie theater
Avengers
thing,
campus. And they had this like test track thing that's now like the Iron Man ride, roller coaster thing. I mean, there is a couple of good things, but I mean, honestly,
I actually, I want to see the castle.
right?
Because the castle is
It
really
has a dragon underneath it.
underneath. Yeah, I've
Oh.
seen that.
The
yeah.
dragon sleeps
haven't
and it
seen
kind of
that.
wakes up and it growls at you and stuff like that. The only reason I think I wanted to go, because I've seen a couple of vloggers that I watch once in a while, is they went through Christmas time
Yeah.
and it snows in Paris during Christmas. So imagine just going through Christmas time at Disneyland.
And there's
Really
actual
snowing.
snow.
There's actually
Bubble.
snow, not fake snow, not the
Bubble
frozen
snow.
snow.
Snope, that's called.
Yeah,
Yeah, Snope. Yeah, we don't want no Snope.
I don't
at all.
care. I won't talk shit about the Snope because every we're there during Christmas season, no, I don't cry. But then, like the final wusses.
The fireworks show for me. The fireworks show gets me all the time.
Well, no, the fireworks happen, and then like at the very end, like that's when they start blowing the Snope, right? And then you hear that Christmas time.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
season for, and then I'm just like,
and then all the trees light up and the castle. Oh my god!
And then
bro.
I cry.
I'm excited because we're right around the corner. Even though we still got to go through the fall season, which I still love at Disneyland, the Halloween stuff.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about that.
Well, we have some other Disney talk. So this is the week that we finally got.
The news that we all wanted to hear.
We can renew our magic keys. Tony got his day one.
Day one, right off the bat.
Yeah.
I was luckily working from home that day.
Hey, and I was following you to see your whole like ordeal.
my progress?
Like,
And
first in
he
the morning.
stopped
Okay,
mid-story. I was like texting
it
him.
happened and I had to
Like, "Come on,
drive.
get
How long
it."
did it take? So how long did it take ultimately? 9 hours?
About 2 hours and a half for me.
So that's
Yeah.
not. I remember when I got the initial magic key. I was in line when I clocked into work at 7 a.m.
Yes.
and then I didn't get in until 4 p.m. after I clocked out. I was sitting in
Oh
my
my
car after I
goodness.
clocked out, waiting
Yeah.
for it to go ahead. But then, all right, here's what I'm afraid of now. So I haven't renewed yet,
Right.
and my pass still has like 30 days.
Okay.
So right now, my pass, do I still get grandfathered in, or
Yeah, no, you're still good right
they'll
now.
still let me
already have
renew
one.
it?
Yeah, I'll still let you renew.
Yeah, it's only if it lapsed, then I can't buy new because they're also
Right,
I
right.
originally wanted to
Exactly, yeah.
upgrade, but then that sold out really quickly too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
part of me is like, I have 28 days, and then I'm like, I'll have 26 days, and then like, I have 3 days, and then
It was 3 days ago.
You could be into it early, but then I'm just because again, I'm if you're saying 2.5 hours, fine, I could do that on a day off.
I feel like it's not that long no more though.
All right,
Because these are for all the people that got it on the very first day.
Yeah.
And I remember that's when old Eric and old Eric did the favor for us because he had the better internet at that time.
Yeah.
So he was able to get us in right away. We had really shoddy internet in my old apartment, so it kept cutting in and out and kind of kept on reloading. And you know what? I probably would have done better than 2.5 hours if I didn't, because it was my mistake. Once you got onto the page, it said, "Don't move it. Stay here. It's gonna upload you to a queue."
Don't
It's not working. It's not working.
Don't get your insulin.
I refreshed it like 4 times,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty sure maybe like 100 people, 200 people were in front of me every time I refreshed it.
Let me ask you this, because we actually had a text thread where we were discussing him actually upgrading,
Right.
And then I had like such hackneyed the math made sense in my head, but I was like, okay, so think about it. Free parking, right? If you go 4 times a month, that's like $120 in parking.
Yeah.
Over 12 months, that's like $1,400 savings.
Yeah.
And I was trying to get him to upgrade his pass. Did you were you able to do it?
I did. I am the highest pass holder.
That means that if we go, we have a trip planned.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna ride with you.
You're gonna ride with me.
Save $30.
We're gonna meet at a Starbucks.
Yeah. I'm gonna park at the Menage. With the Menage.
It's a Menage, and then we're right in, man.
All right.
It makes me super excited. So my original pass expires on the 29th of this month, August, and then once the 30th hits, boom, I am an Inspire pass holder now.
All right. So so they got first off the lawsuit that we talked about before was
Right.
dropped. And
Oh, it was dropped. I
it's
didn't see
dropped?
that.
I think
okay.
I read somewhere saying like there's no suit file. I can't remember the details, but the nature pass is just those 9 days from Christmas to like January 1st. That's your only
That's the only blackout times.
fine. That's
Which is fine. Which is usually the time where I'm not even here. I'm usually with family or something like that. Anyways.
How about Miss Isabel's pass?
Oh, I didn't buy my pass until our first trip, like April.
Oh, okay, so you have
13th.
plenty of time.
Around Eric.
Yeah.
I think
Alright,
Eric
cool.
bought it a few weeks before I did.
His pass around
Yeah.
that time too.
I wonder. All right, so if they're sold out as of last Thursday, the Inspire
That's
passes,
my question too. Is
think,
like, do
some
you
of
think
the
I'll
ones
be able to
will-
renew it by then?
Yeah.
Who knows? Because what if they open more passes to the public instead of people that are grandfathered in?
Yeah.
Then
That's the scary part.
Fire anyway.
Ha ha.
Yeah, because you're wondering like yourself, like, you didn't get it right off the bat. You got it a month after.
No, I got it the same day as you did.
Uh-huh.
But then I didn't
just
my
hasn't
first
renewed
visit
it.
wasn't until a month later.
Oh.
So it tracks you from your first visit. So then,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Are
so
you
you're in
sure-
the 30-day window then? Yeah.
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 So then I could renew it now, but then also I really all right because at first
I know.
No, because when I was trying to talk him into buying the Inspire Pass, I was like, he was like, "What about you?" I was like, "Nah, it won't make sense for me because I'm the only one who drives. So then I'm paying for 4 Inspire Passes, and then for parking, it won't make sense. I'll be spending way too much money, right?" And then Swanee, my wife, was just like, "No, just you get it." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah," and it just dawned on me, and I was like, that's right. I could just get it." And then we were having all these fights about like, okay, you could upgrade this year, but next year I'm gonna upgrade. And I was like, what?
So you can
never go
trade
to-"
off on the parking. Yeah.
But then I was
That
like,
makes
you
sense.
never go to Disneyland without us. And then she has this one moms group. Where they go to Disneyland Lodge, like, no, I got the Eastvale Moms group. I could go with them. I was like, no, I'll have the Inspire Pass from now on.
Mom's group.
Right.
I'm a mom.
I'm a mom.
I want to do that.
But again, you're safe for another year.
Yes,
Now-
I am safe for another year. I wanted to look it up really quick because there is some changes compared one to the other. And one of the things that I saw, well, first off, the Dream Key, if anybody who had a Dream Key is gone. The Dream Key is the main culprit of the reason why we had a issue with, the lawsuit in the first
Reservations,
place.
blackout dates.
Because
Jerks.
Disney
Hey,
did.
you jerks with the
And I'm not
Dream
blaming
Key.
Disney, but it is Disney's fault and their lawyers.
Yeah.
They wrote down that there is no blackout dates when there was blackout dates because they're considering reservations as blackout dates.
Yeah, but that's like what I call lawyer ball.
Exactly.
That's like saying something like,
That's
"Oh
all
yeah,
like
I
a-
didn't cheat on you because I didn't have intercourse, but I kissed her and then we had oral, so it's okay." No, it's like it goes without saying that if you had reservations for those days, yeah, you come. I have the Dream Key. I could get a reservation on Christmas Day if it's not filled up.
Right.
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 I mean, I think that's.
It just sounded like a Disney pass holder that was kind of.
They called it a
bitter,
bar. Like,
angry.
wait a minute, blackout days when we didn't get reservations, but we understand the Magic Key is built on reservations.
I think
Right.
people should have just been grateful. Hey, we got passes back, and they're like,
That's
we
what I'm
want
saying.
more.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Ruin it for the rest of us.
Exactly. So just a
Jerks.
couple of the differences. So
I was one.
I know, right?
We all were.
So no Dream Key, right? No Dream Key. They introduced the Inspire Key. So Inspire Key takes over the Dream Key.
You still have the 20% discount.
So now this is the thing. I do have a 20% discount.
Free parking, 20%
Free parking.
discount.
I get 20% off merchandise, 20% off food, 50% off select food and beverages. So it just depends on where I go to eat.
Mickey
I
Hug.
think that's for downtown
Right?
Disney.
What was
I
it?
think photo passes back.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
and the
Oh,
photo
yeah.
pass is
that's a
back,
good
which is
one.
actually a good one.
Yeah, I talked about how I started buying those ride pictures at the end. It's like $14 each time. Yeah.
I miss the Max Pass a lot.
Yeah.
Came
and
with
then,
it.
and then you get 20% off Disney Genie Plus. So it's kind of like the new Fast Pass service that they have there.
Yeah.
Now with the Belief. Well, this is the one that you guys have, right?
Yeah. Has that changed in any way?
No. So you have 50% off theme park parking.
That's been
Okay.
10% off. dining
And then
in.
you also will get the Disney Photo Pass download.
yes, yeah,
Oh,
there we
nice.
go.
You
All
also
right,
get the
cool.
Genie Plus 20% off. But the only merchandise discount, you have 10% instead of 20.
Yeah,
so that's still the
fine.
same.
Yeah.
And same thing with the food. Instead of 15, it's 10.
Rich.
And then downtown Disney.
No, I'll just wait till Tony buys it for me.
Now the last
10%, it helps.
I know, right?
It
And
really
then
lets the
we
guilt
have
in.
the
Even better.
Oh god damn it! I'll just that's another thing. Then I'll just have you buy my merch now.
No, I know, right?
Use your
an
fucking
extra
sweet
10%.
discount.
a little Zell.
It's
don't
a
listen,
lot, man.
Don't listen to us, Disney. Don't listen to us. Don't listen to us. Shh. And then last but not least, the Enchant Key. I know there's another Southern California key. We're just going to talk about the Enchant Key, which is the one underneath the Believe. So the other two, our passes get 6 reservation days. The Enchant only gets 4.
Which sucks.
Which sucks. They get 25% off theme park parks, which is new.
Oh,
The
did not
Enchant
have
never
that
used
before.
to have
So-
the discount in parking.
That's like $23. Oh god!
I know, it's still a little bit expensive.
Wow.
right?
Regular parking last year.
Exactly. They also get 20% off the Disney Genie Plus. They don't get the photo downloads.
Haha.
10% on food, 10% on beverages, and then they also get the discount at downtown Disney. So
Ultimately, I'm just glad it's back.
right,
All right.
because we were
Like,
scared.
Part of me was just like, nope, we can't do it. Too many people got sick.
So Director Isabel was invited me to go to Disneyland sometime in September, but I was like, wait, I don't even know if I can go. And then we were
I
talking
put
about
it out
going
there,
September
positive
2nd.
vibes, positive vibes.
You can do it,
You're
Tony.
gonna get your
Those
pass.
positive vibes to the universe.
he was sitting at his laptop, like, I got to do it for Eric and Jonas. I got to do it for Isabel. Yeah.
Like there's like ashtray full like 10 cigarettes there. They're like, oh my god, I need to get it.
2 hours.
I was hoping to got it. I mean, I would have been happy with the Believe. I'll be honest with you. I would have been happy staying with the Believe.
I'm just glad it's still there.
Yeah.
If it ever goes back to AP status again, that's my ultimate goal.
Yeah.
But I don't think so.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And you know what's weird? And just to make it quick, because I know we're coming in the segment, but just to know that the other theme parks don't have the reservation system. It's kind of like why?
Oh, yeah.
And I think Disney knows that they have the abundance of people.
They're the hottest girl in the room.
Yeah.
You know,
So they can
that's
actually
Because they
select
can.
people.
Yeah,
and
they
come
can. That's
in.
why.
Oh my God! You can come in today, but not you.
Yeah.
Not you.
You smell funny.
Yeah. You look weird.
Oh, you don't have an annual pass? You come in right
Yeah,
away.
because you're bringing the straight
You spend more money.
Straight money. Bring me the money.
No discounts
please.
on
don't know
anything
about
for
this
you.
They love the money. The girls love the money. I don't know. Yeah? No? Girls love money?
It doesn't hurt.
All right, guys. So we'll be back in a little bit. Hopefully, we will talk about what? A different perspective.
A different perspective.
A different perspective.
Yeah, they did it! Woo! All right, cool. We'll be right back in a little bit, guys. There, thanks, guys. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening to the Mousetopia and watching the Mousetopia podcast. Real quick, if you guys want to follow us, you can follow Variant E at _Jintoki_ on Instagram. You can follow Jonas, which is fake British accent. That's exactly how you said it. Fake British British accent put together on Instagram. And of course, follow us, the Mousetopia podcast, Mousetopia_ENT on Instagram. Thank you guys for listening. We are back right now. Sorry, guys. We're stuffing our faces right now.
Snack break.
I mean, we've talked about before, but every time they come record, I set up a little charcuterie plate, and I have it specifically so we can make you listen to us really awkward.
Right?
Even tomorrow.
That salami is really good, though. Is it
It's
salami?
very
Yeah,
yummy.
there's several types. There's calabrese. There's some black pepper. And
Ooh.
some third one. I don't know. It was at
Some
Target.
gherkins, some pickles.
Various mustards.
Some,
and, pork rinds, of
I
course.
can't really miss the pork rinds. You got some mustard there? Is that mustard?
Well,
Wow. I'm going to get a little sandwich of that
this
later.
is what Swanee eats every night.
Wow.
Oh.
Like she'll skip dinner sometimes and just make one of these, and then she'll be next to me in bed watching TV, just eating this.
That's awesome.
Snacking.
It's like you're having, did she have wine with it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I would too.
But then, I always make fun of her because, like, when I first started seeing her, and then I got introduced to the process of charcuterie, right?
Right.
I was like, oh, la-di-da. Like, literally the first time I went to her place, she was eating, like, some cheese and figs.
Ooh.
And I was like, what's that? Like, yeah, I was like, it's a fig. I was like, what's a fig?
Where's the Newton part of it?
But then part of me was also like, isn't that what just nachos are?
Yeah.
Nachos are just a charcuterie board that's just mixed together.
Yeah.
This is
And then
deconstructed.
I've gotten her into just eating nachos.
Right.
So
Okay.
like now she'll like crave nachos.
Oh, I love
and it's just me
nachos.
trying to pull her away from this.
And you know the
fancy-ass
hard part
bullshit.
is like sometimes when you don't want to make nachos at home, there's like no place to eat nachos. Like no good place that you have to like you either have to eat there, but you can't never get it like Grubhub or DoorDash to your house.
Well, nachos, they only have like a shelf life or like a
I say
window.
15 minutes?
15 minutes before they
say
become
15
bullshit,
15
right?
seconds.
Yeah.
Until you have to eat it with a spoon.
You have
True.
to have like those really good chips that they have at like Northgate or like in Superior, like the thick one.
The
Yes.
ones that they cut in
The
front of you and fry and then put in the bag. The bag's
'Cause
all
it says-
fucking transparent.
You have the wackest chips, which are the Taco Bell chips. Have you seen those?
Yeah.
They're just really flimsy, like really paper-like.
Dude.
They just break
Hey,
apart.
any port in the storm.
Yeah.
Whatever could carry cheese and beans in my mouth.
Yeah. whatever. Funyuns or Fritos, the scoops. Those are actually pretty good.
Oh, those hold up.
Those hold up
All right,
pretty dang
So
well.
you're listening to Nacho Talk with Tony and Jonas and Isabel and
Brought to you by
stuff.
Nacho Daddy in Las Vegas. Hey, there's a place like that over there called Nacho Daddy.
Is it like you put whatever bullshit in your nachos?
Yeah, pretty much.
like
And
a
it's like a
carne
big plate of
asada with
nachos.
jelly beans.
Oh, yeah. It's all they is just nachos, bro. We were buying. We should have gone. Dang it. Another thing. I'm going to
Next time.
we do this, fuck this. I'm just gonna make a big ass
Nacho.
bowl of nachos.
See how long it lasts.
We're timing it. We put a timer there. Like, yeah.
It's not even us talking about Disneyland. It's just us eating nachos for 90 minutes.
These are so good.
I mean,
Yeah.
Disneyland has a type of their own nachos, like the Firefly one for the Electric Parade. They do the Frito chips with the chili. That's a type of nacho if you want to
is that
say.
the Coke Corner?
At the Coke Corner,
Okay, I haven't
yeah.
had that yet.
There used to be at the Lamplight Lounge before it became the Lamplight Lounge. It was
Yes.
called Ariel's Grotto.
Yes.
The
And then
lobster
lobster
nachos.
nachos.
I
Which
think
are
they
pretty
still
good.
have
They still
them.
have
I
them
think
at
they do,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's still
That doesn't
amazing.
make sense though. The Ariel's not there anymore.
I
I'm all
know.
mad at the theming.
Well, they have. I think they have the lobster nachos and the barbacoa nachos.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so at least
Yeah.
if you want to not eat
Surf and
fish
turf, that's what they're
surf and
called,
turf. Or you
yeah.
can do surf and turf too. You can do both.
Real quick food talk. So on past pods and on the video pod,
Yeah.
we had us eating the birria grilled cheese sandwiches and
Yes,
loving it.
loving it.
And then,
Still jealous.
so
Haven't tried
I
it.
went to California Adventure 2 weeks ago, and then I went to the Mexican restaurant and had the birria tacos.
Right.
And I'm sorry, but they suck. They fucking suck. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, and I will say this: I grew up eating tacos like that. That was my grandma's specialty.
Yeah.
And Mama Lisa, hey, she's in
Shout out
heaven.
to Mama Lisa.
Shout out. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Mama Lisa, I'm gonna eat white version of
birria.
birria tacos.
Oh, she's spinning in her
Yeah,
grave.
I was like, oh, she's shaking in her grave. And I took a bite and I was like, oh, this is really good.
You liked them.
I
She
love
liked
them.
them.
And
So-
I'm very picky about my tacos.
I don't know if it's either because I love the grilled cheese sandwich
Right.
so much, or I just
Yeah.
had a bad batch. But then, like, I had it, and then I was like, it tastes good, but then for some reason the meat seemed like more gelatinous.
Okay.
You could
Like,
have
it seemed
had
like
a bad.
overcooked.
You
Yeah,
could have
right.
had a
Could've got a
bad
really
batch.
bad
Yeah,
batch
it
of meat.
happens.
Or
I've
but-
had bad corn dogs.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Yeah, I have.
That's preposterous.
I likes it now.
But
dare you.
it also was because it took a long time to get that order in.
Yeah.
Like you know how when
okay.
you order on the
app.
mobile app, it says
The
like,
lines there are pretty long usually.
Yeah.
well,
They're
like
long.
it said, come at 8:30, right? And your window is 8:30 to 8:50 or something. And then I got there immediately 8:30. It said start, and then it's the first time I've ever done that where I had to wait the whole 20 minutes.
wow.
For it.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I saw one of those fucking Karens.
Excuse me.
I saw one of those Karens go up and say like, "Yeah, is it time yet?" Like, no, it's not time. Like, well, I've been waiting here for 20 minutes, and then they gave her the fucking tacos, and I was like,
Oh,
and I was
don't wanna
standing
deal with
behind
it.
her all like,
Really?
you know, I'm a decent
are
person.
mine.
Yeah.
But
She took the nonchalantness taco.
yeah, she took it a good one.
That
Alright,
bitch.
Better taco.
just on virtue of you, since you know a good beer taco, then I'll try it again.
Yeah,
But
I
pardon
really
me-
hope next time. If not, I will pay for the tacos that you ate.
Oh, there you go.
But again, I love that sandwich so much.
And I
Like,
haven't tried that one. And
You haven't tried
Tony,
the sandwich?
I haven't tried it. And Tony says, and I've heard from you that it's
Well,
so good.
she saw the video. Was
Yeah.
that Star Wars Land?
I was
that
sitting
Star
there
Wars
like,
night.
wow, I want
But
to
you
bite.
might be like this bastardization, white people. Like, so I went there with my family, and then my wife got one, my son got one, and I got one.
Right.
And I was just watching them because I know that they couldn't finish it.
Oh,
So then I was like, and then like, and then one by one, my
And
wife's
now the
like,
waiting begins.
my wife's like, I finished my sandwich in like 5 minutes.
Right.
And then my wife finishes her half, and she's like, I can't finish it. Oh, okay. And then I'm watching my son. I'm just finishing my wife's half, and my son's like, "Are you gonna finish your second half, Jack?" And he's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh." And then he's about to take a bite. He's like, "No, I can't finish." I was like, "Yes." So I'm like dipping 3 different sandwiches in 3 different consommes.
but you're thinking smart because
Yeah.
you're like, hey, if you're not gonna get full, it's okay. I got
Yeah,
it.
but
I got
I think they smartened up because I bet you next time we'll be like, "Oh yeah,
We'll just share
we'll just
one."
share
Yeah.
one." I'm like, "Oh, all right." I guess I have to order 2 for myself.
I'll tell you, those are really
I'm gonna
good,
take
though.
one to go, eat it in the corner.
All right.
Don't look at me.
So I love all the food talk, but
Yes.
this is a special segment. It is
A different perspective.
different perspective.
A different perspective.
And today's different perspective. Might have heard her behind the camera, but now she's in front of the camera. We have Director Isabel sitting
Applause, applause.
So a little bit. Well, we want to know a little bit about the director and what she does and how much she loves Disney. So let's start off by what is your first fondest memory of you ever being at Disneyland?
Oh, the first fondest memory. Okay. I don't think it's the first memory of Disney, but I'll say it's my favorite memory, and it's with my aunt, my Auntie Lucy.
Shout out to Lucy.
Showcat.
We went on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride or whatever.
Did you pee on it?
I did not pee on it, but you know, I was about
Listen to
7 at the time, and I might have peed a little bit.
Oh,
7-year-olds have
hell,
accidents.
yes, they do.
But I remember her saying like, "Oh, I love this ride because it's just so much going on within a span of 20 seconds."
Yeah.
You know, we never realized how fucking short that ride
Yeah.
is.
That ride
Yeah.
is pretty damn sure. It just whoop, 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 whoop,
And
whoop,
I
we're
just
out.
remember because, you're a little kid, like your daughter, like you get scared and you just hold on to your parent. You're like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
It ends in hell.
Yeah.
And you
Understandable.
end up in hell.
guilty.
But I remember my Auntie Lucy saying, like, don't close your eyes because you're going to miss the ride. And I was like, okay, I'll keep my eyes open. But I think that's like my...
Audrey.
But I remember like clenching onto her arm. She's like, Mija, it's okay, relax. And I'm like, it's okay, Auntie, I got it. I can do this. Yeah. Panicking. But that's like one of the first things I remember most of Disneyland. I want to say I was probably like 6 or 7 at that time that I can remember.
But that's great that you could hold on to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every time I go on it, I always think of her. I'm like, oh, she's sitting with me.
See, like my memories of theme parks at that age, they all involve fear. Like I can't remember the first time I went to Disneyland. I can remember the first time I rode a roller coaster that had a loop.
Yeah.
Because I remember being scared shitless I was
Yeah.
going to fall out.
Yeah.
But then be able to hold on to like such warm memories of your aunt. And also warm memories of peeing.
Still warm.
It's warm when it starts.
Literally.
Literally warm.
Literally warm.
How about when you got older, like teen years? Like, did you grow out of Disneyland?
Oh no. My family was fortunate enough to take us at least once a year, and my grandmother on my dad's side, she was always involved in those trips, and we always try to make it a whole thing where it's all of my grandma's kids and then their kids.
Did you wear the matching shirts?
No, we didn't. No, I don't think that was really a thing then.
It wasn't a thing then, I don't think. Yeah.
No, but it was just like really exciting to just like, oh, we get to go. I get to go with my cousins this time. Like it was like once a year that we did that. And then my dad always asked me, what do you want to do for your birthday? Disneyland. Always the same answer. And every year that I could remember, I think since the age of 7, I want to say that I went to Disneyland for my birthday, and then COVID happened and killed the tradition.
So that was the one year.
That was the one year I didn't get to go. And then this past year, I did not get to go. I guess because just COVID and everything. Oh, I went to Hawaii instead. That's right. That's what I did. I went to Hawaii.
I'm going to Hawaii.
But I did go to Aulani. Does that count? I went to Aulani.
Wow.
But this year I plan on going to Disneyland for my birthday. So it's okay. It's a little break in between. But yeah, I love Disneyland. It's always been a part of me. I'm not as enthusiastic as other people next to me sitting here, but I still love it.
You will be. You will. You saw what happened to Eric.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't have a pass. I did not buy a pass in the beginning when they released the Magic Keys. I was like, BS. I had a pass before. Always had
I think you said that you wanted to have like the AP. Like you wanted.
Yeah,
the
I wanted the AP.
You didn't want the Magic Key.
I didn't like the restrictions of like how you mentioned before. Like you have to go. You have to make reservations. And
no
then,
spontaneity.
Yeah. And I missed that. Like, oh, let's just grab drinks at California Adventure. Let's just go get dinner at the Jolly, whatever the Jolly Cafe thing is called. Sorry, I'm not a big Disney fan.
Jolly
Jolly Holiday. God damn it.
Name, sorry. And then I guess
Mary Poppins.
Mary
I love you at the Jolly Rancher.
Zolocol Ranch. So we went to Disneyland back in April, and I told myself, don't buy the pass. You're not going to need it. You don't need it. By the end of the day, I'm walking out like, let's go to the ticket booth.
Yeah.
So, all right, most of us here, you've said it. It's yearly trips, maybe twice a year. And that was the greatest discovery from when I got a pass, which was, of course, when you go once a year, you appreciate it. But then even now, or like every time I go, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
This is before COVID. Like every time I go, I see something new. Every time I go, there's something that strikes me, either happiness or nostalgia or something.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a security blanket.
Yeah.
We fully endorse that.
Yeah.
Or admitted that, but you'll see.
I don't think I have fully admitted that, but it's getting there.
Will.
Like you mentioned it, yeah. Like it's just like nice to appreciate it, because we went a week ago with Eric on a Wednesday, and we met up with some of Tony's friends, and I just stood by where the boats like sail along. Like we saw the Mark Twain boat, and then we saw the pirate.
Yeah, we had just finished, I think. Well, we went to Pirates. Okay, so we went to
we
Pirates.
had beignets, yeah.
We had beignets. Okay, so let's start with that. We went to California Adventure, and we went to Little Mermaid. So Little Mermaid's nice.
And we
I
had the
love
plan
that
of not going on any rides,
ride.
but
We just wanted to walk
for some
around.
reason we're like, let's go to Little Mermaid.
But then we met up with some other friends of mine. Shout out Lizzie and Chad.
Yeah.
Lizzie and Chad, shout out to you guys. They met us there at Disneyland. They were already there because they were there for Lizzie and Chad's birthdays around the same time, so we met them there. And then we went to Little Mermaid, which is of course amazing. I don't know, it's just nice to be on it.
I love that fucking ride. But
Yeah.
real quick thing about that ride. You're going through it, and it's hewing pretty close to the story.
Right.
And then you get to the end, and all of a sudden, evil's vanquished.
Yeah, you just like in the back, like,
No
conflict.
explanation of how
There's
you
no
went
fight,
from-
there's nothing.
We see Ursula, and she's all amazing, and then we see them in the boat, and then Ursula's defeated.
Yeah, you see her in the background in the corner, like,
Yeah.
and then Ariel and
Prince Eric are just kissing and like,
It's
bye
like,
guys,
really?
thanks for
No.
coming.
But then you got that feeling of like, I go to Disneyland, and I have a plan, but then I could do whatever I want.
yeah.
I'm wondering if maybe
there's someone I know. Let's go hang out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, going back to that scene, though, do you think that maybe since... I mean, I didn't think it was too gruesome, but I remember that fight scene. Wasn't the boat impaled her, right?
Oh, hey, you know what? I was having a discussion about, the boat
The boat
impaled her
impaled
straight
her
out.
in the whirlpool. It's all dark and
Yeah.
gloomy and
I
rainy.
think that was I'm not, if I may be mistaken, but I remember in that movie we saw like blood come out a little bit, because I remember in Beauty and the Beast when Beast got stabbed by Gaston that there was blood, and I remember like, Mom, he's bleeding. Why are Disney characters bleeding?
Yeah.
But I guess maybe that's why, to keep it out of the ride, to show that she got killed.
Let us hear like this. I mean, it could easily just be her just like floating away.
Maybe it's like a sensory thing that people don't like to see, that it's not Disney to show it. I don't know.
There was, I can't remember exactly, but I think that there's some standards that Disney films have about death.
Yeah.
And then there's some, and I read something that has to be wrong now, or maybe it's after Little Mermaid, but now they can't be impaled. They can't be impaled. They can't be
shot, probably
stabbed.
Like, that's why most villains that die, they always hang Bruce. They fall from someplace.
Yeah, like even Pirates, like they didn't show that he actually got hung.
And here's another thing too, they're never pushed by the good guy to fall. No, it's always they have to die.
They fell on their own, like Gaston.
Because they tried to attack the good guy.
Exactly,
Gaston happened.
In Pirates, though, in the third movie, they did show the. Remember
they showed someone being hung, but they didn't
show their feet
dangling. And you could,
but they don't show like the act of it happening. They just
like
show,
even Hocus Pocus, like they don't show them actually being hung. It's you just see their feet dangling, and everyone walks away.
Yeah, and we know they're cool. Yeah. Well, we'll say that for episode 30.
Right. Yeah. Right. Oh, I know her. I'm just kind of excited because I actually want to dress up, but we'll see. I don't know what to be dressed up.
Do I hear Sanderson sisters?
Oh, dude! I could be the ditzy one, not the ditzy one.
Yes,
the dorky one. Yeah, I mean, a little blonde wig.
Ooh.
Word.
All right, so well, we're kind of going into it. So we're going into the animated films. So what's your favorite animated film?
Oh, okay. I will say
Shrek.
That's Disney. SpongeBob SquarePants movie. No, I will say my favorite. Okay, I guess 90 or from a younger decade, I will say The Little Mermaid, because that was like my favorite character.
The start.
But I would
coincidence.
say, I guess, Tangled would have to be like one of the more recent ones.
We talked about that song.
And then if I have to say like more of a Pixar, I would say Toy Story 3, because I cried my eyes out.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I went to go watch it by myself, and I sat there in the movie theater bawling my eyes out, saying, "It's okay, you guys had a good ride."
So that movie was famous for making adults cry, but there was like a Newsweek article that says, "Why does it make men cry?"
Oh, then, interesting.
So
that's a different
talk to me about it.
perspective.
Different perspective. And here's the thing: that was the first movie I ever saw in a theater with my wife, ever.
Okay.
And I cried. And then she's hard as nails. It takes a lot for her to cry. So she was, I was crying. And she wasn't rude about it until later, when she's like, I did not know what I was thinking when I saw you crying. But then for me, it was because I love toys so much. And I had those feelings of like, well, I got to give it up.
Nostalgia in it, yeah.
Did you have like a stuffed animal or friend that like hearkened to?
Funny enough, my dad is a collector. I was not allowed to play with toys. This sounds terrible.
It's not that giving up toys. It's like, I never had toys.
He took them all.
This sounds terrible. No, I was loved. My parents loved me. My dad would, if it was a toy that he knew I really, really wanted, he would buy two, but keep the other one boxed up, locked away, never seeing the light of day.
Smart.
Yeah. And then it's funny because I never attached to any toys, but with Toy Story, I think it was just like Andy growing up, and it's like I grew up with these movies. When the first one came out, I think I was about 6 when the first one came out, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm growing up with Andy, because he's like an adult now.
And the kid who did Andy's voice in the original, he did the voice of the
that breaks my
grown-up
heart
Andy.
even more now.
Yeah.
But what breaks my heart now is that if you go to like the Disney shop and you buy like a Woody or a Buzz, they don't say Andy, they say Bonnie. And I'm like, I'm so old.
Fuck Bonnie.
They say Bonnie now. Yeah.
And that like broke my heart.
Bonnie.
Because
Toy Story 4, or not 4, 5. It's just
5, 6, and
they escape from Bonnie and go back to Andy and go to his kids.
Annie's
There.
that'd be awesome.
Annie's frat life in college. I'm down for that. But
You're
yeah,
being very bad, Andy. We're here to save you.
Okay.
what are you doing?
So, how about the future? All right, how do you want, or if, well, again, do you feel that this is something you're going to take with you forever?
Oh,
or do you think
definitely.
you're going to outgrow it?
No, definitely, because I don't have any children, but I have a niece, and she's a huge Disney fan, like everyone in my family is. And like, I was talking to Tony about this earlier. I was like, I want to take her to Walt Disney World, but I'm waiting until she gets a little bit older. She does appreciate it, but I'd like to wait until she's a little bit older where she's not like, I'm tired, Auntie. Can you carry me? No, you're going to get a stroller if that, or push yourself.
Steph is starting to have flashbacks, and that will be for the next segment. But we'll save for the next segment. But I've had the same thought. Like, so I've saved or I fought against bringing our kids to Disney World because, again, same
If
reason.
the kids get tired. I mean, I get tired.
One, tired. Two, I want to make sure that they're tall to really ride all the rides.
And my niece isn't very tall.
How old is she?
She will be 9 in January.
she'll ride everything.
But she's
Yeah.
short. She's
Good.
short for her age because I'm not that tall. My cousin's very short.
Fucking platform
Yeah.
shoes.
Oh no, we
fucking
did.
Lollipops.
We did when we went in January 2020. We're like, we're gonna give her the Crocs that have the height in them.
6-inch creepers.
And sure enough, she was finally tall enough to get on Thunder Mountain. At Thunder Mountain, you don't have to be that tall, but you have to have height. But she was never that tall.
Do you guys ever watch The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Where you
Lollipops.
sub- yeah.
Lollipops on shoes.
Yeah, and then like the
Bart's like,
No, like the magic number is I think 48 inches. 42?
Oh, 48. I think
40
it's
inches
taller.
because that's
some are 42. Yeah, like the
Yeah.
smaller rides.
I know Indiana Jones is 46. That's what we're waiting for
Yeah.
with
That's the
Audrey.
tallest one.
Yeah. No, but then what's it called? The Incredicoaster, that's 48 inches.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. So I think once they're 40 inches, the door is wide open,
But it's funny because like my niece wasn't tall enough to get on some of the rides, even though we made her wear the shoes. We went on Space Mountain and you see nothing of her face. But you see
she
her,
got on it.
but you see her hand like grabbing onto her mom, and she's like,
Hey,
you could hear her.
she's not on that fucking ride to take pictures.
Yeah,
she enjoyed herself.
Exactly.
But no, I Disney's gonna be a part of my life whether I like it or not.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Especially I'm stuck with the past now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and we always still have a couple months with it. You
I
have
do,
a good
yeah.
chance to decide if you wanted to continue.
Well,
but-
all right, like speaking on that, so we've spoken about some of our coworkers who got the pass on his behest.
yes.
And I had a conversation with one of them, shout out to Shelly. And then she was talking to me very, very, almost guiltily. She's like, yeah, so me and my wife decided not to get the pass. And I was like, oh, okay, why? And so, well, because we really had our fill of it. We had enough Disney for a year.
And that's understandable.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Like, it again,
Especially with
Not for all
restrictions.
people.
well,
Yeah.
not for all people, but also, but I just can't imagine it because
Yes.
like I said, every time I go, there's something else that captures my imagination, something else that makes me smile, makes me happy that I didn't notice before. I don't think I'll ever get tired of that place.
I think it's even
Knock
just
on
the
wood.
history of it. I know.
Yeah.
Even just the history of it for me, just the memories that I've had there, and I remember those memories in this area and in that area, and when I took that one, and then when I yelled my ass off, when I cried over here, and I remember all that stuff. For me,
cried
I
over
take
here,
it with-
and when I cried over here,
and
when I cried over there, when I'm crying,
When I fell
my
over
joke.
there.
But then again, I could see like Isabel's perspective in the sense because the sense of like, okay, I can push away my past for right now, but look at her taking like adventures to like Hawaii, things like that. I understand that completely. But I think like for me as myself, I think we were just I think before we left Vegas, I think we were talking about the passes and stuff like that. I know that myself in general, I just can't see myself not getting the renewal because it is my place. It's something that makes me happy. So I know that even if I go by myself, you go by yourself sometimes. Yeah. I go by myself sometimes. Eric's starting to like going by himself sometimes.
I think he likes it better.
Yeah.
Every time he goes by himself, he's like, I had such a great time. That's the
I know,
best.
this
I had
place
the
has
most
some
fun I
great
had.
food.
Because I think he's finally enjoying it where he's doing things on his own pace and he's like,
Exactly.
I ate all these foods.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
Stuffy,
guys.
you don't have you. It's been a while since you have your pass. Or you still have your pass?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, but are you thinking of getting it back?
Now I am. I
No, you bastards.
From
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, you bastards. If you're passing out
the kids.
talking about it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're talking about. We're hoping that they eventually will open up because we have a Carlos. Carlos hit me up and said,
Nice.
"Are they going to be
Available
the
for
general public?"
everyone,
I'm like,
yeah.
I don't think so. Well, at first I thought they were.
Yeah.
And then I saw the guidelines said only for renewals, and I'm like, wow.
Whoa.
There was only a few people that said yes. Like some people asked me. I think some other people from work asked me, and I was like, okay, but I don't know. Let me get more information. But then when I found out, I posted it really quick. I was like, no. Only for the people that
Sorry.
So I'm sorry, guys. You guys can't do that.
Again, that's part of the, and I'm sorry, it's part of the lure. It's like, hey, look what I got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look what I stayed on the computer for 9 hours to get. Right? I had the right for me to say, I feel like we're in Disneyland next Monday. And
Yeah.
go.
I can go.
And it adds to what we were saying before. It makes us appreciate it.
It is.
Yeah. Because who knows the next time fucking monkeypox outbreak.
Yeah.
Like
Everybody has it. You can't go nowhere. Son of a bitch. Not again.
Or you could only come if you have monkeypox because we don't want to spread anything.
You don't want to feel better.
Monkeypox day at Disneyland.
Oh, no.
Everyone get it now while it lasts.
That's so bad. So
All
bad.
right. So do you have anything else to ask Miss Isabel?
You know what? No, you know what? We got a good perspective.
You had enough of me.
No.
We got a good perspective of the background of now we know a little bit more about Director Isabel and her love for Disney. Oh well, I mean, we'll make it quick because we only have a few minutes before this segment ends. I know since you said Little Mermaid's one of your favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
I know that we talked about favorite music. So when it comes to music, like
yeah,
what
yeah.
would be one of your favorite songs or song that might stick out to you that always
And
gets
sing it.
to you? And now,
I will have to say, okay. I love the song from Hercules where he's singing, I'm on my way, going I don't even know the lyrics because I'm on the spot. Sorry, guys.
I'll put it in
going
right now.
the distance,
And I'm
I think.
on my way, I can go the distance.
That song.
No, I love the Meg song.
I guess for like a male perspective, that's my favorite song. And then I guess for like a princess, I'm gonna say it, The Little Mermaid, A Whole New World.
Wait. Oh, it wasn't our list. Part of your world.
Part of world.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so sorry guys. I have Vegas brain.
Shout out to Eileen. Did she listen to it?
oh my god, that's all right though. Okay, so those are two good picks for sure, definitely. Oh my gosh.
Dude. Well, here's what I'll propose. Okay, if any one of us is out,
Right.
well, or either me or Eric, jump on, just fill in. I got homework now, so
That's right.
Yeah,
I'll do your homework for you.
She'd rather be behind the camera.
I'll be like this. Reading up on it.
Like we vetted her. She could hold her own with this guy, right? So then that means
She's doing pretty well already handling it.
yeah.
And then Stuffy's second time here, which is actually kind of cool because we have another reoccurring guest, which we really do appreciate you being here as well.
She has
and we're gonna learn a
stories,
little
she has
bit
adventures
more
for us.
Yeah, we're super excited to know a little bit more about the Walt Disney World. And we talked. Well, I know you want to take your niece. I've been wanting to go to.
She's
Walt Disney
gonna give
World.
you the rundown of whether or not it's a good idea
or bad
I know
idea.
Yeah. I went when I was 12. Mom took me. That was my birthday present at Walt Disney World. See, we went to Disneyland. Yeah.
gift.
Yeah.
12?
12. Yeah. It was just my mom and I, but still, like, we didn't get to do all the parks, but I definitely want to go back because a lot has changed in the past 18 years.
Yeah, I know, right?
We're gonna see.
All right, guys. So we'll be back in the next segment. For now, enjoy this commercial break.
Thank you, Director Isabel.
Woo! On a different perspective.
Different perspective.
Different perspective. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, it's me, your favorite food character. You already know who it is. Right now, I'm listening to the best podcast out there, the Mousetopia ENT podcast. You can find them on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you can hear podcasts. But right now, I need food.
There we go. We got it. We good. All right. So quick technical difficulties.
All right, so real quick.
Real quick.
There's a reason why if you're watching this on YouTube that there was just a series of stills and clips from other movies is because I was in charge of the camera for the first two
Director Isabel got
segments.
pulled away from the camera.
I took a vacation day.
Yeah, and I did not press record both segments. So
Which we thought he did, but he did it. It's okay. though.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
There's-
Happens.
It's
Hey,
okay.
I'm not a fucking director.
That's why I get the big bucks. I sit on the couch, damn it.
The sad thing is, I wanted to be a filmmaker when I was younger. It's like it doesn't matter. Yeah, I know how to write. I know how to act.
Yes.
Cameras, what? You just you tell it to record and it does it, right?
It doesn't.
Mind
Record.
powers.
Right.
All right.
It's all right. It's all right. We got this. We'll make it work for you guys. You guys have been. If you guys are here right now, that means that you guys went through the first two segments of
Yeah.
us not recording this. But I mean, at least you can hear us online and listen to it. Anchor, on Apple, on Spotify, and anywhere you listen to your podcast, you'll find
hey,
us.
let's make it easy. You know what? In the audio portion, right?
Yes.
In the third bumper, right before third section, say, now go to YouTube to watch the third section by itself. There we go. So we can do
Problem
fake
solved.
intro. Yeah.
Hey, there
we
you
just
go.
decided not to record those first two.
We
Yeah.
did it for a reason.
Yeah.
It's
But-
the hook.
Great.
All right. But so again, no Eric today.
No,
Eric
And
today.
again, we didn't have any much Marvel because
No,
he
we
isn't
didn't.
here. No Star Wars.
No, I mean, we did have something start, but we're not going to do it without Eric because we know we need a little bit more of the backstory of Eric and She-Hulk.
Yeah.
She-Hulk just started recently, so we're not going to talk too much about it. But like I said, it started. We will talk about it, and the next time we will come around on episode 29, as well as what's coming up actually in Marvel. So I know we're excited about that one. That's going to be a little bit long of a segment, and maybe
It'll be
segments
longer.
right there.
Yeah,
It'll be a long
we got to
segment
make
for that
up
one.
for the lack of Eric in this one for extra Eric in the next one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then we might have a little phone a friend, if you know what I mean. Hopefully, we'll get somebody to come back.
Yeah.
An old friend of ours.
Some handsome friends, if you know what I mean.
You know
But-
what I mean?
Today we have Stuffy back.
She's back.
She's back. All right. So first off,
Yellow extra in there.
I want her back specifically because she went to Walt Disney World.
Right.
But before we go, we start talking about that. What was the response of your first appearance?
What do you mean?
Like people who listened to it, or did you tell anyone?
They
Or
said
just,
I was loud. That's it.
all right, fucking, they were right. But then, how did you feel? Did you listen to it and you
I
felt?
listened to it and I'm like, I can say so much more.
Yeah.
fucking A, there we go.
You. I want you to bring it
That's
on
fine.
out.
Well, I'm not. You always forget to say certain things like after the
Right.
fact. That's
I could have brought that up.
Yeah.
Or I could've talked
Record
about it.
something in your phone like
Addendum. So another thing about the Haunted Mansion while on mushrooms is
but the reason why Walt Disney World is the big one,
The big
right?
one.
The huge
I mean,
one.
Miss Isabel was just talking about in the last segment how that's one of her main goals in the future. I've been there. I haven't been there since I was fucking 16, 17, and I didn't appreciate the way I should have, or I didn't act like I appreciated the way I should have.
I understand that.
And again, 18 years ago, 23 years ago, so much is different. So
Do you think there's a window though? Like I know you're talking about bringing her at what age?
My niece. I was just saying like 12 or 13, where because that
'Cause-
was the age I went, and I feel like I was super appreciative. I was like, Mom, this is so amazing.
You went at what
Yeah.
age?
I went at 16.
So there's got to be a window, I think, for
Probably, like,
kids.
10 to
Or-
like 12.
Because I feel like
13,
that's
yeah.
when they like.
You're-
All right, not gonna say assholes.
no, they're assholes.
Damn it.
I was an asshole kid. Okay.
You're right at the cusp of becoming an asshole. I was right at the cusp where I should grow out of being an asshole.
Right.
Right, but you brought your daughters.
We did.
Your,
I did.
yeah, and your daughters are how old? 8.
4 and 6.
Oh,
Wow.
I.
Okay. So she's gonna have a lot of insight on a. Well, first off, you have a kind of tall order. You have to tell us about Walt Disney World now,
All right.
the fun you've had,
Okay.
the misery you had.
The positive and the negative, because
yeah.
it's always the
There's-
negative.
there-
Sometimes
oh,
I want
yeah.
you to know what we get to look forward to.
So you just gotta launch into it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So many. Can you ask questions? Because there's a lot of things.
All right.
How was the plane ride with the kids?
It actually wasn't that bad. We took
That's my worry.
we took a red eye.
Okay.
So they
So they were-
slept most of the time.
Just
That's
gave
good.
them Xanax and Benadryl. and-
Benadryl, and their
It actually was
little.
bad. So
You want some chocolate milk, Billy?
we didn't really think like planning. We got the hotel first, but we only got the hotel for 4 nights, 5
Okay.
days.
Were you on site?
Yes.
Oh,
Awesome.
fuck.
We
Where'd you
stayed
stay?
at Saratoga Springs.
Oh, I heard about
Ooh.
Saratoga.
It's
Okay.
nice. And yeah, we did 5 days, 4 nights, and we did all 4 parks 4 days in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And we,
Wait,
the first
so it's
one
like a
we
park hopper for all 4 days, or just
One
one park
day.
one
No,
day?
we did we got park hopper tickets. We never hopped parks.
Because it's just so
It's
much
too
to
I
do.
think,
It was just a lot.
right?
Well, we
Well-
packed in a lot of things. I think if you were to spread it out and have more rest, then
Yeah.
you can do it. But then we just
Do you have the ability to rest, or is it like I want to do as much as I can while I'm here?
Well, for us, we did rest,
Okay.
but the thunderstorms made us rest.
Well-
I
Oh, wow.
don't go during the summer.
I
Yeah,
went during
that's like the
summer.
hottest
Yeah.
So
monsoon
hot,
weather.
like,
Yeah.
When I was like, one of the things is like, drink around the world at Epcot, and like, drink,
Right.
I made it to like 3 countries.
Man, that's
Hey.
what was
Yeah,
it simply
Why are
because
you
like
cutting
it's
me
too
off,
hot to
man?
be fucked up right
It
now?
was that, and then like I was just like nauseous, and I was like, I can't.
I feel like the alcohol would literally be coming out of your pores
It
by
was-
this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I had this.
So hot it is.
I was like,
Wow, you have
"That's
such a nice
gonna
glow.
No,
No, that's the alcohol coming out of my pores.
Well, all right, that's one big difference about Walt Disney World. Alcohol. There's alcohol in Magic Kingdom too.
We ate at Be Our Guest, and there was alcohol.
Oh.
I don't
Okay,
remember
okay.
There being alcoholic in the outside.
Other lands,
I
yeah.
will be a guest. Be a guest.
So let's take it land by land.
Okay,
All right.
all right.
Where do you want to start?
Well, let's say let's go
Park
with the
by
first
park.
day. What part did you start off at?
We started at Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Animal
a fun one.
We were coming in on a red eye, going
Straight
got
to
to
the
our
park.
hotel, like changed, and went
Alright.
straight to the park. And so we thought, like, okay, what's the one that doesn't take up a lot of time?
So now that Jonas had talked about lands, is an Animal Kingdom broken down by land, just like other parks are? Like
Yeah,
you got
so
this
it's by
land.
country.
Okay, so
it's like,
how does it work?
So you go in, and then you see the Tree of Life is like the middle.
Beautiful.
The
I've
middle
seen
point.
pictures of it and
It's
videos of it.
amazing. Like it's just when you walk in, you're just whoa. It's
It
Yeah.
really is
like,
fucking amazingly huge. Yeah.
It's huge. And then you go to the left, and then I think, God, I don't even remember.
Well, what are some of the countries that you might
There's
remember?
Africa,
Yeah.
there's Asia, there's Pandora.
Well, see, that's where I'm like,
Yeah,
I
where
want to
I'm
know about
lost.
Pandora.
Pandora's
so,
new.
I again, when I went, there was no Pandora, of course.
Of course.
Right? How do they justify Pandora in that land?
it's
so
just,
weird.
it's literally like you go in and it's in the back.
But is it like they try and like, well, there's many animals in the
Not really.
safari,
It's just, like, I
and
think it's
like,
more of like the
The forest.
scenery.
Because
and,
like
the forest,
it's like Galaxy's Edge. Like you're walking through, what is it, Frontierland or Adventureland?
Yeah,
that
but
you're walking,
yeah.
We're
and you're
able to
like, oh, now
justify
you're
it
in
'cause
rocks,
it's
and
like-
now it's
but we could
Batu.
justify it's Disneyland, so there's different lands. But
Yeah.
then if this is like Animal Kingdom where it's a zoo,
But I think it's like more like it's like
Nature,
Like mystical creatures
it's-
in nature.
that's the
Okay.
thing. James Cameron made those movies with the mind that you need to be
That's-
mindful of the
yeah,
earth.
and then they have
Yeah,
a big
so that's
environmentalist
what-
bent.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's what Animal Kingdom is about, because they talk about like this is what we do to recycle and this is what we do for the
Alright.
animals. Yeah, I
Okay,
forgot about that.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That
Okay, I can
works.
see that.
All right, but how?
and there's Dino Land. Which
Dino
is
Land.
Oh, yeah.
weird, yeah. And then what else?
I feel like they would throw it off a little bit better.
Yeah, it was a little bit. It's kind of like tucked in.
It was just like
corner.
history of it, like
Alright,
like
it's-
prehistoric history.
Whoever comments on this video on YouTube, I'm gonna tell you guys. Can you guys, for the first person, to let me know what was the Tree of Life before it was the Tree of Life? What was there? If you guys comment below, I'm not gonna say it on this video, but you might know. But it was something there. It wasn't anything related to Disney. What is the Tree of Life? Just if we comment down below, I'll give you guys something. Really, I'll give you guys something.
All right.
Something.
Jonas
But anyways,
is
yeah.
today.
So where would you place
So what
it
is it,
on your
Tony? What is
ranking?
it?
Animal Kingdom is 3.
All right. So,
Yeah.
well, let's go to 4
Yeah.
then. What was the worst park?
Hollywood Studios.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah. It's just
That's where Toy Story Land is now,
Toy
and
Story
then,
Land is pretty cool. It's really small, but
Yeah.
it's like not a lot of things to do. And it's like it's just a very quick park. It feels like Buena Vista,
Okay.
just elongated.
It's just a bunch
okay.
of shows.
Yeah,
Like
and
it,
it's
that's what it
I
is.
mean, there's Tower of Terror, of course.
fuck yeah,
There's,
that's the only place I could get Tower of Terror. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rail, what's it? Roadway? Or what is
Mickey's
it?
Runaway Railway.
Yeah, that-
Runaway
Yeah, but we're-
How was
getting
that?
great.
Okay.
It was really good.
Okay.
It was really
Damn
good.
it.
I mean, like all the rides that they don't have, like they're all
So
good.
that's coming to us.
That's coming
yeah.
up in 2000.
But here's the thing. I didn't think it was, so I spoiled it for myself by watching videos of the ride.
Oh no!
I wish I had.
But it's different when you experience
I
it.
think it is, yeah.
It's different.
They
Yeah.
said that the show building's bigger than the one they have over there.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
is
just
it?
the whole process, because like even just reading about it's like you're living a cartoon, the projection mapping and the way things shaped
it's
like.
so, like the-
So tell me, like, you don't understand. It looks amazing. The videos can't capture it. Tell me that, because I want to be excited.
It can't. It doesn't capture it.
That's
It's
awesome.
amazing in real life.
She's like,
Yeah.
Mickey comes down, and hugs you.
He slaps in the-
You're a cartoon now.
It's like the pre-show, you know.
No,
like
even when I saw
you do-
pre-show,
you saw
yeah,
pre-show
where
thing.
the fog comes out, and the hole in the screen and
Mhm,
stuff.
that was really cool.
Oh,
Kind of reminds me of like a little bit of like a Galaxy's Edge when you're in Rise of the Resistance, right?
Yeah.
Like that, right? Like they cut that door out. Oh, come over here to save
Yeah.
you.
I mean, the thing about rides,
But then
with-
you walk through it because it's with rides. It's kind of like you can
see it
like
kind
pretty
of.
much- but this one's like jaggedy. It's like what?
How they do that?
okay.
That is cool.
Yeah.
I know how, because I watched a video. The screen
How things
raises.
work.
Yeah.
You want the Imagineer show how to do
Yeah,
it.
but all right, but then fourth place. All right, so
Oh
then
yeah, fourth place. It's just like it was really fast. What else is there? Oh yeah.
Is,
the Ratatouille, right? No, that's
Epcot.
Okay, that's right.
Is Galaxy's Edge there?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
Okay, that's
exactly
good.
the
Okay.
same.
I've heard
Exactly.
that too.
Exactly
yeah.
the same.
Okay.
Something
Exactly the
different.
same. But Parker did Rise.
Oh,
and she rode.
Is that the first time she wrote it?
Yeah.
Did she love it?
She was just kind of like, yeah, she liked it, but
Because I thought she liked Star Wars.
yeah, she does.
Yeah.
So she liked that, and then she did. She rode Millennium Falcon too. She liked
Okay.
that, I think, better.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
there we go.
I
So
think
then
it's because
that
of the
opened that
control
door.
factor, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like pressing buttons. And like,
Yeah.
Even as intense as that ride is, it's not so frightening to where like I don't ever want to ride that again.
Yeah.
But I definitely think that Gadget's Go Coaster isn't that scary. Wait, do they have one over there?
I
Or
don't
an
think
equivalent?
so.
Slinky Dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
did
That
you
was
ride on
really
that?
cool. Yeah, Penelope and I rode it twice.
Because it goes up. It's like a big loop, right?
Yeah, kind of. It just goes like around, but it's just like when you kind of
Retract.
retract.
You know what's a weird thing about the Toy Story Land that I was looking forward to? Like they have like tater tots there. I keep hearing about like the tater tots are good. Go get the tater tots.
So we were gonna get them, and I think we couldn't find.
And
it's
Pop-Tarts.
So hot. It's so hot over there. It's like we couldn't find any.
Yeah.
It's like there's no seating. Like we
Yeah.
wanted to
Oh.
find somewhere inside the seat.
How
seating.
is it? Is it like hot, like muggy? Because I remember
Hot
it's
and
really
muggy, and
humid.
It's humid. Like you walk out and just like
See,
the air smacks.
I'm
you.
happy about this because
Yeah.
I'll be going in November.
Yeah, so
Oh,
when we
that's a
talked-
perfect time
when
to
we talked
go.
to a lot
Yeah.
of people, like they're like, yeah, the best time to go is November through
You lucky
like
bastard.
March or May.
We'll talk about that in December, whether or not I was lucky or not.
Right.
Because I'm not going to go to Galactic Star Cruiser.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, that's the whole point. Like my we're going there to meet her brother and my in-laws and her brother's kids, but then we're gonna be with them the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So for me to be like, hey, honey, I'm gonna split off for 2 days. Bye. Right? I'm gonna look like the biggest asshole.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh
Okay, okay,
no,
okay,
I
okay.
sprained my ankle. I can't
gonna have to
walk
go to the-
Stay in the
anymore.
room.
Darn.
Very expensive.
Oh, hey, tell me about this. So one thing I remember, and I don't know if it's still valid, is that place is so big that it's not crowded.
It's crowded. It doesn't feel as crowded, but Animal Kingdom definitely felt crowded. Like going in,
Right.
Magic Kingdom felt going in. It's like feels there is a lot of space,
Okay.
so it's a lot.
So once
bigger.
you bottleneck into Main Street, and then you get spread out.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So next up then. So if number 3 was Animal Kingdom, number 2 would be
Magic Kingdom.
really.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, so we know where your number 1 is. Okay. I think I could jive with that because it's just Disneyland.
It's just
right?
it's just Disneyland. I didn't like. I think just overall, you know that feeling that you have at Disneyland where it's like very like the crowd is different.
Right.
So the feelings are different. It's like a lot of people on vacation.
All right.
So you don't have those like those people that are there.
Us?
that are- yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have
Cool ass people, yeah.
Us. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a very different like. I mean, I experienced it a different way too because you're kind of like, I need to do these things.
Yeah.
And we're getting these
Yeah.
things done because this is what I want to see. We're not going to come back in anytime soon.
Am I right to
Right.
say that it's a lot of people on vacation who are very entitled and rude?
A little bit. It's just the vibe is different.
Was there a lot of people from other countries?
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people from Europe.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
interesting.
A lot of Europeans.
But that's weird because they have a Disneyland. Well, actually, everyone has a Disneyland.
Yeah, everyone
Right.
has a
except
Disneyland.
like South America.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true,
I mean,
man. That's interesting.
America's, but not South.
America, but not South America. Wow.
But it's just a very different feeling where it's not like
There is a couple new rides there though. There's that minecart, that Snow White minecart.
The Seven Dwarves.
Yeah, did
that
you
one,
ride that?
Penelope rode that. That one was really cool.
That looks so fun.
But the thing with Magic Kingdom was we went back to the hotel midday, and then it started to rain, and we didn't come back until like late at night. Within that 2 hours that we were there, like we did so many things. I think
a lot of people leave the park at that time because of the rain and stuff.
And then we came back, and then it was the fireworks show. Funny you talk about fireworks. And this time we were like all the way in the back of Main Street USA, like all the way by the entrance. And then the Mickey and Minnie meet is like right in the building, like right on the right hand side if you walk in. And so the whole day it's like 80 plus minutes to meet Minnie
Oh wow.
and Mickey. And then I love like Mickey. I'm like, I need my
character meetups, right? Yeah,
I need
of course.
to,
I came all the way over here. I need it.
Hug me, kiss
I
me.
need to go. And then so we were watching like the middle of the fireworks, and I was just annoyed because there's this guy in the front with like his freaking phone, and I was just like. And then Parker was like kind of over it. And I'm like, Parker, you want to meet Mickey and Minnie? She's like, yeah. I'm like, come on, let's go. And it's like literally. And then we walked in. They're like, it's the fastest wait all day. And I'm like, yeah, because I was watching it the whole time.
Oh
the
my
minutes
God.
on there,
And then you're just
I was like,
bored there smoking. They're like, oh, kid,
Let's go, Parker.
you didn't want to watch the fireworks? Okay, come on.
But but we did a lot in the last 2 hours. We rode Jungle Cruise was another one that's their line over there is crazy long.
Really?
Really?
In comparison to ours, but it is
Does it
different.
go up and down stairs the same way, or is just one long line around bushes?
A lot of the same thing. There's a cave.
What?
That sounds cool.
Or like a kind of like a
I don't remember this.
Abunkment? I don't know what
I don't
that
know,
is.
but best Jungle Cruise skipper I've ever had.
Just funny and
Just
entertaining?
funny, entertaining. Just
I
like,
love that.
Yeah, it was
because
the
again,
best.
Something about someone that's enthusiastic.
Yeah.
about
the
what
skipper
they do.
makes that right. I don't give a fuck about those animals.
Yeah, it's true.
I just like the
It's
skipper.
true.
It is.
Yeah.
And then it's like so a lot of new like same jokes, but then he was just, like I was.
He was on
at
it.
the end. But then there's always those people that how they announce the Haunted Mansion, like with the script and like stuff like that. And then just this girl that was on. It was like her birthday, and she was like all the jokes like. I'm like, I'm just trying to. But,
Yeah, I enjoy myself
I know,
over
but she's
here.
just like and then like he kind of made a side joke to her, like, oh, there's people that have been on this ride. And I'm like, yeah.
And it's all the damn jokes. I mean, I think
was-
we all know some of those damn jokes,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna repeat them all loudly with
I'm
him
gonna let
and be
you
like reciting
perform.
exactly
right?
what he said.
I'm gonna just mouth the words.
Right.
But she was like sitting there like salivating.
The backside of
Yeah, she was like,
water.
wait,
We
more.
don't
She
know
was like,
that,
I
but we
wanna see
love
it, I wanna
that.
see it. I'm
I
like,
want
are
to see
you-
the backside of
Yeah.
water.
Yeah. Now, what makes Epcot number one?
Because I'll tell you,
Yeah.
I did not like Epcot when I was a kid. I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't care about science. There was not one thing I remember about Epcot except I want to go back to Disneyland or
Right.
Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Or I want to go back
so
to...
it's,
Well, for you, yeah, for you, whatever.
Right now, a lot of people are mad because it's like boarded up. Right now, it's getting a lot of things done.
A lot of attention.
Oh,
done,
you
Yeah.
mean just refurbishment?
Yeah. Just,
Okay,
no,
boarded up.
it's
I was like,
literally-
no, we closed the
No,
whole
it's
thing.
literally like all like walking in, like you see Spaceship Earth, and then it's like on this side, it's just like all walls.
Boards.
Okay.
They're not like even the walls like at Disneyland where they're like
But then is it
kinda-
ride-wise or
no,
entertainment-wise?
it's just different. It's just totally different. It's not like any of the parks here. So
Wow.
like Animal Kingdom's like sort of the same, but
But it's
then
a zoo.
Yeah,
It's-
it's,
yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
And then they have like the things around the world. You can eat all the food.
That's
do
so
all
cool.
that. Ratatouille.
Wow.
But my favorite ride on the East Coast
Is
Guardian.
Oh, that's
Guardian!
So,
I did.
Oh my god!
I watch videos. I know it's never gonna come to us.
I know.
Right.
Yeah, it's one of the
I know.
things.
then
Yeah,
it
there's no
looks so
space here.
fucking fun.
Amazing.
Oh my
and I got a
God.
good song too, so I was
So,
very excited.
It's
about
a
that.
spin. It's a roller coaster on a
it's-
spinning axis.
On a spinning axis.
But there's
Oh.
But it's-
projections, and then
it's
there's
just-
fucking.
and
It's a dark
music,
ride. It's
and like it's great. It's just like it's not. You think it's spins with the way that the mechanics.
So it kind of turns like
It just it doesn't know, and it's literally it's like.
It's
so
like
it's
the
giving
way,
you a show like an
like the Haunted Mansion where it'll
or like the
turn
Little
you to
Mermaid on steroids.
Yeah,
like a little bit like
a
faster.
swivel.
Okay.
Oh, that is awesome.
Right.
I love that.
I do have to show. I'll send you guys this picture, but I have to show you.
I'm gonna put it up on there.
I'll show you our ride photo, and then it'll just.
All four you got to ride?
No, it's just.
All right.
That's Christopher, and that's my cousin in the front.
It's having a great fucking time.
Oh, that was like so much fun.
The whole time I was like clapping, singing, laughing. Like, I think it depends on the song you get to.
I want September.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing it keeps switching because just like our Guardians of the Galaxy right here in Disneyland, it switches, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, there's 6 of them. I know.
Oh
that.
wow, okay.
Yeah, but.
It just again,
I think.
that whole ride system that I've been reading about for Cosmic Rewind is completely novel.
Right.
I mean,
there's
nothing like it.
No.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That's cool.
Damn it.
That's really cool.
All right.
So that's why.
Well, I mean, you're gonna go. You're gonna go
enjoy it, yeah.
What's the height requirement? Well, don't worry about it.
Don't worry, we can.
I don't
We
care.
just,
I'm gonna.
big
got lollipops. We
Tall
put them
props, tall
underneath.
props, yeah.
I'm just give Audrey all this fucking steroid injections.
What are those, Dad? Insulin.
She's like,
I don't know, like if you guys use Disney Plus or Genie Plus.
well, do we need to?
You do.
Okay.
I
okay.
think,
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Over there. I would
especially
over
that
I
you're
would
there
over
for the
there,
first
sure.
time.
I
First
would.
time,
Yeah.
There's certain rides that you want to do.
Is it like here where it's Genie Plus and the Lightning Lane? Or
yes. So Genie Plus is attached to your ticket, and then so you can make your first reservation at 7 a.m.
Okay.
You don't have to be in the parks.
Awesome.
And then I think the second one is after
12.
I think park open or an hour after.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what.
Well, what was the
But
average
there's certain
length?
ones. There's certain ones that you do have to pay for Lightning Lane. Like, so
That's
I had to
the e-ticket
Cosmic
rides,
Yeah,
yeah.
Cosmic Rewind. I had to pay for.
But it's worth it. It's
so
worth
worth
it.
So
Yeah.
it's like the $20.
It's 15. I think was
What was your wait like?
literally so fast.
Well,
I think that's a bad thing too about the Lightning Lane though.
You don't
because
get to enjoy the
queues
queue.
are so good at
That you
Walt
don't
Disney
care,
World
yeah.
that you don't get to see them all. Like
right.
the queue for Peter Pan.
I've watched videos of that shit where it's like you play with shadows
you
on the
play with
wall and
shadows on the
stuff,
wall.
and
Yeah,
then
it's really
like
cool, yeah.
hats and
I-
stuff. Oh, okay.
See, directors, what's okay though? See, it's not even Jonah's fault. You guys are listening to us right now when the camera's already off.
If you're watching video, we're cutting back to the still photos of us pretending to talk.
Yeah, we're just talking to one
Love
another.
group laugh.
Well, okay, but what would the wait would have been like if you hadn't paid for
I think
it?
it was like.
Because I remember
I don't know
Pandora.
if there was. I don't know if there. I don't know how long the wait.
I hear stories of like 6-hour waits
Maybe.
for.
I
Oh
think so.
god damn.
Pandora,
like
I
a
remember, was
lot.
like over like 200 minutes or something like. It's
My
like
God.
crazy.
But with the pass.
It's like so fast.
all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
25 minutes.
Even less than that.
So I do have a question then. Okay, so we hear the positives of some of the parks that you went to. What is that one? Is there something that stands out that was pretty much uniform through all 4 parks that was a big negative for you? What was something that you don't like?
The cast members are not as friendly.
Really?
Because
Like,
they're
there's-
from Florida.
But also I was
Florida
saying
man.
too that
What?
I'm like, if I had to work in this heat too, like I wouldn't.
Oh, I would be
Okay.
miserable.
I can kind of see that.
But then they're not as like they're just like ugh whatever like the ride
Maybe because
operators
the
and stuff like that.
the size of the park, they have more anonymity
Yeah.
than they would at Disneyland.
yeah.
But the people at the resort were very nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
very, very, very.
Because I don't have to
think-
work outside.
But no, I think it's because they have to make up for it. Like, okay, we know our park's customer service is shit-tastic.
Yeah.
We're going to make it up for you at the hotel.
Is
That
it
makes
like
sense.
is it like that black and white feeling, like the same way as if I go to get food at Jack in the Box versus I go to get food from
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A? There's a definite difference, or is it
yeah,
just
I mean,
like,
are
you just like, how come you didn't smile at me, huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, I think
Yeah.
there's like there's when you're or at least where I feel like at Disneyland and stuff like that, there's more cast members that are more
Engaging and
Right.
the magic.
That's-
Like,
yeah.
over there, they're just like just putting people on
Go,
rides.
go, go.
Yeah, go, yeah.
You know what though? I might be like the weather thing,
Yeah.
because you know what? I will say this: when I was like 12, 13, Everyone was so nice. I had because I went for my birthday bun.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Isabel, happy birthday. Did you want like a Mickey Mouse And I'm like, yes, Mom, I love this. Let's come back every year. So maybe, hey, Jonas, you'll know. Like,
All right, cool. If they're nice to me, I'll
what's
be
the
like,
customer
it's the weather.
service like?
If they're assholes, I'll be like, it's just because you're from Florida.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like Florida.
All
Sorry,
these
listeners.
teenagers
We don't have any
working
listeners
there.
from Florida.
I don't think we have.
It's all
I mean,
right.
we have some listeners from across the world, but not from Florida. From what I know.
So
Or maybe I'm just being,
I mean, well, the cost of that place.
Yeah.
You want the very best.
Yeah.
I don't spend that much anytime I go to Disneyland. I'll spend like on average maybe $60 for food.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll buy a piece of merch. But every time I go, everyone's super nice.
Yeah.
I've
I mean,
had
it's
one
not
bad
saying that there
experience with
aren't
someone.
People
No, I'm sure there's like
but
that.
then I was seeing it a lot more. I commented on it. So
All right.
Dang,
Now,
man.
here's the big question. Will you go again?
yeah, I'll go again.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
That was a pretty quick response. I like that.
I think
Yeah.
like I missed. I like think looking back on. I'm like, oh, I wish I did this and I did that. Like I didn't. We didn't spend a lot of time in Magic Kingdom. Like I didn't even step into Tomorrowland. I didn't get to ride People Mover. I'm so mad.
Oh, yeah, they sell a people mover there.
Weird.
People Mover.
Yeah.
There's a rumor
that
that
it
it
might
has
be coming
it
back.
that
they're
D23 and they might announce it.
That's gonna come
I hope
back
so,
here?
Yeah.
Oh. And that's going to break.
I know.
Like you could...
The rocket rods. Fuck that shit up.
I heard.
You know
That was
what?
too heavy for the thing.
I've ridden the rocket rods, and yeah, it wasn't worth it.
No, that's for the destruction that they caused for the track.
So I'll be going in November. I'll take everything to heart. I'm glad the weather will let off. We're staying off-site. We're staying at my in-laws' timeshare somewhere.
Okay.
That's still okay. I did
Yeah.
that. My mom didn't.
Yeah, like when I went before, I stayed at like a crummy little motel, like up 2 miles away. So this will be a leg up. And I will be positive, even though I don't get to go to Galactic Star Cruiser.
I mean, I have a proposition. Maybe if we can look into next year, and maybe if we're trying to get Eric into it, maybe the three of us could share a bunk and then just kind of share that and share the experience.
The whole thing is that like we're gonna want to have to do the whole thing, you know?
Yeah, of course.
That's one of the reasons why I was hesitant on going on this trip. I was like, because we're gonna do it again next year, and that's another lot of money, right? So
Right.
I think this is a more viable option. I go with my boys. Sorry, honey.
Let's just take a week.
Yeah,
Because it's going to take 3 days at least for Galactic Cruiser.
at least 3 days,
And then the other 3 days we can spend, because we are going to be spending, because I think, and which makes it, I know we talked about it before, when the experience of being in the Star Cruiser and how they let you go into Batu.
Yeah.
And then, but you could also go to the other parts of the park and then come back. So I think that's going to throw me off. I'd rather just stay in Batu for a little
Just
while.
to keep in that world.
Yeah, because I know us, we're probably cosplay.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We're going to cosplay all the way hardcore. I already know it. But I mean, I do have the proposition. I would love to do that because if I remember correctly, there's 1, 2, and then the big bed. Whoever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, big bunk, whatever, bottom bunk. I mean, I'm not gonna get the big bunk because I don't want to fall off. But the bottom bunk for sure. I know they have that little.
Since Eric isn't here, he'll get the top bunk.
Yeah, the top bunk. He's a small guy.
I don't care. We can get the one with the one twin size. We'll cuddle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We're only in there to
Thunder
sleep.
These freaking Jedis.
Yeah. Oh, so real quick, we don't have to worry about the time right
Yeah,
don't have to
now
worry about
because we're
time
not
anymore.
recording. All right, so I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a great time. I'll be happy.
Yes.
Like I have to tell myself. I'll
I
be
know.
happy.
Be happy.
Be happy.
Yay.
Hey, I don't know. We'll have you back so I could compare notes.
Yes.
I hope you're back for the Halloween episode.
Well, if we have that, what you're
Yeah.
trying to say, if we have a little get together, that would be awesome, man. I'm down to do
It'd
it.
be cool.
Plan.
We got a couple
Yeah.
snacks. We'll have a little like pre-Halloween get together. That would be awesome, man.
Yeah.
I already have ideas in here that I want to get dressed up as. I like the Sanderson sisters one. I don't know. For some reason, that'd be pretty
I
cool.
call Binks.
How cute.
That'd be pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, or do Sanderson. I mean, I'm not Sanderson. But fucking Billy.
Oh, Billy.
Yeah.
The zombie. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then you have to soap your mouth.
Oh man, there's so many good things.
Can you be is it Barbara Streisand that's in the movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can you be Bette Midler.
Bette Midler, not Barbara Streisand.
Sorry.
Bette Midler, yeah.
Wrong me.
I don't know. We'll talk about it. We're trying to give you guys
sing
little ideas.
You can sing too, Tony.
All right.
my gosh.
So thank you for your tour itinerary.
Thanks for
Tour.
having me.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
coming back. We
Yeah.
really do
Yeah.
appreciate
I told
you
them, I'm
coming
like,
back.
I went to Walt Disney World. Have me on the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah. We actually talked about something that she actually liked. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
What if she
Moon
got
Knight,
back-
stupid Moon Knight. I don't even know nothing
What
about
if she
it.
came back? She's like, guys, it's fucked up. Don't ever go. Blah blah. If she had horror stories,
know.
I'd be like, but November.
ever
Don't
go
kill the
again.
magic for
He
me.
killed my dogs.
Oh, it's like she took old Yeller herself back in the bag and took the shot.
Yeah.
So I have a question. What was if you could go back and change one thing about the trip?
Ooh, that's a
what would
question.
you
Not
change?
going this summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was waiting.
Another one is have a space it out.
Okay,
So
more
more
days.
than
Than 4 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, have time to rest in between
Right.
the days because
Look who it is calling right now.
Oh my God.
We'll
You wanna
put it
get
on
them
speaker.
on? All right.
Danny. We got you. We're recording you right now.
Yeah.
I'm recording?
Yeah.
Yo, not forget to miss an episode.
Hey, that's true. At least you can say he's.
Feel the spirit. You gotta put my picture in freaking Photoshop it on the video.
Oh,
okay?
Eric, I'm going to send you a text soon with instructions. I just want you to just pay very careful attention to the instructions. But wait, are you alone right now? Or is someplace you get on FaceTime?
Now I'm driving.
Oh, okay, never mind. Because I want to do my surprise, but I'll wait for you to come back.
Oh, wait a minute.
Do you want to do it?
Well, we can't record it though. The camera's off.
Okay, all right.
I have
No,
a
we'll
bat-
wait.
I have
We'll
a
wait.
battery. I can-
We'll wait for you. We'll wait for you.
All right,
take
we'll
a-
wait. We'll wait for him.
It's okay, because it might take a while.
All right,
Okay,
no.
cool. Yeah, no worries about it. Yeah, we're
What are you guys
almost.
talking about right now?
We're just finishing up the episode. We're talking to Stuffy about Magic Kingdom.
Oh, stop this,
I'm taking your job. You're
Oh, she's taking your job. That's what she said.
Oh no! She took. Hey Tony.
Yeah.
She took my
They took your job.
Oh my god, dude. No, thanks for calling in. It's perfect timing. We're about to finish the episode right now.
Miss you, man.
All right. I'll be right here. Just like finish up what you need to finish up, and I'm right here.
Cool. So I guess we're gonna wrap up this episode of the episode number 28.
Once again, thank you, Miss Stuffy.
Thanks for
Thank you,
having
Director
me.
Isabel.
Thank you, Director Isabel.
No
Thank you,
problem.
Jonas.
Thank you, Jonas.
Thank you for fucking up the camera, Jonas.
No, technical difficulties.
No, technical
Director
difficulties.
Isabel will be
Oh,
back for the next
And
episode
thank you,
as director.
Eric, for
Thank you,
popping
Eric.
in.
I felt it. That's why I felt it.
I knew something was wrong.
I gotta call Tony right now.
All right,
Something
hey,
went wrong.
go ahead and sign us out, Eric.
All right. See you guys. Watch the next episode. This next episode will come out in 6 months.
All right, but that was just out. Okay.
Mousetopia out.
Episode 28. Bye, guys. See you guys later. Cheers. Bye.
If you decide to join us, be sure to bring your death certificate